Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Nanton Live, and I am just going to open up the show here with, of course, these wonderful people right here. The reason I'm doing this is because we had a really interesting technical situation happen where a Highway 533 band were like 10 seconds out of sync with their video. Are you guys still out of sync, or is everything good?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, it looks good.
This is not a Bruce Lee movie.
It looks good. Yes. Okay, so we won't do any subtitles or anything for you guys. As you guys sing, we'll just let you guys take care of it. So why don't you guys take over and open the show up?
We can do some Dylan and you can subtitle it. How's that?
Sure, we can do that. Yeah. Okay. Highway 533 band. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Nanton Live.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? I'm just stoned. I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She said it's lack of sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore who said my love's a bore and quit my whining 'cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah. Grasping to control, so you better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I stoned?
There we go. Highway 533 band. So you guys were hanging on for dear life on that one, I see.
I think I need to go find a tuner.
I think,
Well, like we all said this morning, like we're running a little bit behind, so I just grabbed my guitar out of the case and went and normally sitting on the stand here, and I have no idea where my tuner is.
It's probably in the case upstairs with the other guitar.
Probably. Well, anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm going to try to power through. I am hanging on for dear life this morning as well because I have been under the weather. My voice has been under the weather. I feel that over the past 4 days, it's been this roller coaster ride of I feel like I'm getting better, and then the next day I'm worse. Next day I'm better. This morning I was feeling, hey, not too bad, and now it feels like it's coming on again because we've gone live. That's why. It always happens. As soon as you go live, then it hits you. So, if I was to be sick and get sick, and my voice ended up sounding kind of like like the James Earl Jones, right? Like it sounds right now, like that. Maybe the Sam Elliott. We got a Sam Elliott fan I think, don't we? Is this a Sam? Now you got to have to unmute there. Is that a Sam Elliott fan sitting in the truck? Who is that anyway? What is going on?
Why are we talking about Sam Elliott?
Because that's what I sound like, obviously, with my voice
Oh.
being as deep as it is. I sound like Sam Elliott.
I'd say more like Kermit the Frog.
I knew I could count on you. I knew you know what? Let's bring our guest in today. Heather Boldt is in the studio. I'm not in the studio because I don't want Heather to get a sexy voice like me. So Heather's decided she's going to take over the studio this morning. Amanda's live on location. Alex got his dog. Highway 5
to come hang out.
Out of tune. This show is perfect. This is a great representation of what this show should be. Heather, do you agree? Maybe a little Sam Elliott, some James Earl Jones going here. Is that
It's a touch of Kermit, I have to say. Yeah.
oh, really? So you're
I can hear the Kermit. I can hear the Kermit.
with Amanda. Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Kurt, look at this. Kurt's here, right? So speaking of Kermit, Kurt, ribbit. Thanks a lot, Kurt. So Amanda is live on location. Amanda, why don't you tell us and everybody what the heck you are doing? Because what is going on? You are
guess what's going on?
what? Is there an emergency of some sort? Is there an emergency?
I'm the fire chief now.
Are
Sorry,
you
John
driving the
Johnson.
truck? You're the fire chief. What are you doing, the fire chief? What is going on?
Yeah, I've been knighted fire chief now. I'm
Is that
sitting
what they
in
do? The fire
the
chief?
big fire truck.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said they knight the fire chief now. Is that what they do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
So-
that's good. No.
I'm gonna be. If a call comes in, it's just Sean and I in here right now, so we might have to learn how to use the big rig. But there's lots of buttons here. I'm sure I can push all of them to see what happens. I'm gonna go check out a few of the other vehicles here. So I'm obviously at the Nanton Fire Hall. It's Fire Prevention Week, and they're having an open house today from 11 till 2 or 3. I can't remember. But come on down. Kids will get. Well, he kind of walked away. So.
Oh, good timing. Great. Thanks.
Yeah. So we were having a great conversation until I had to come on, and then he booted out. So, kids can come down. They can kind of poke around the trucks and all the machinery, get a tour of the fire hall, get one of these awesome little hats, and kind of learn about our superheroes of Nanton, because these guys are volunteer based. They have regular job during the day, and then they volunteer in their off hours, and just like real firemen. And they did some training this week as well, some fire training, which they do every week. So it's a really cool atmosphere here. It's really interesting to learn what they do and how they protect our neighborhood. So Prevention Week, come on down, check it out.
Yeah, the kids love the trucks, though. I mean, the sirens, the horns. Do you know which button it is to set off the siren in there?
I'll find it.
Push one. Just push any. Here, show me.
There's a horn there, maybe, but
okay.
Amanda, I don't know if you know this, but in all those trucks, there's also an applause button. So if you push it, you hear applause. Start pushing all the buttons. I'll bet you'll find
I think Heather has an applause.
Is there one here too? Yeah.
There might be.
Heather, do you see those purple buttons in front of you?
Oh, they're tempting.
So if you take the left bank of buttons, you'll have 5 buttons there. So go ahead with that first button. Let's just hold that down. Hold that one down.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
See? Hold down the second button. Hold it down longer, though. Hold it down longer. See, there should have been more of that for me here this morning. So
yeah, obviously.
So if my jokes fail, I can just.
Yeah.
Hold down the third button, and you hold it down for. Keep holding it. Keep holding it.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, and now what's the fourth button?
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be.
It's good.
That's one here. I don't know what. Oh, he's it's way to the background. Okay. Okay, and what's the fifth button?
Cheap meat.
Cheap meat.
Cheap meat.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Cheap meat. Okay. So you're in charge of those buttons then, okay? You're in
Right.
charge of those buttons. So whenever in the show you feel we need something, then you just hit one of those buttons, okay?
I've forgotten which one does what, so it's going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of the fun.
We've got some comments that are coming here. So Randy said, bringing out the best. We have somebody who said, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, whoever you are. Holly's here, said, Amanda, you are looking fabulous. And hey, Miss Heather, looking gorgeous. Welcome to the studio. And Holly, sing to me, Vanessa. We'll sing later at the end of the show. Okay, so we are live on location. Oh, there we go. There's Sean there. Sean,
There's
did you
Sean.
find out what? Okay, so we got a couple questions here. I got to ask.
Morning, everyone.
So we got to ask you a couple questions. I don't know if you can hear me, but Amanda can. She can tell you the questions if you can't hear me. So I need to know what button it is to push to get the siren to blow. So what button do we need to push on the fire truck so that we can get the
The horn.
the siren. So the siren. Will you show us?
Oh.
Are you going to get the siren to go? The kids love that.
If I park outside.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought. I thought inside it's going to be really loud, so maybe
Yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So you can show us. Don't push it.
So just down right in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, he's firing
Oh
around.
no! You're going to fire it up.
So, this here,
Fire it up.
you got your different settings. And down here, you got two different foot pedals.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so hands free, and if we're driving, and then up here on the right here, you got your sirens,
Oh.
air horn.
Yep.
Cool. The kids love that stuff the most, right? They
Yeah,
obviously they love that stuff the most. I feel like a big kid here asking you that. Okay. So do you want to tell us? Like Amanda was talking a little bit about Fire Prevention Week, and as soon as we got her on air, you disappeared. So we wanted to know. Yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's going on today at the fire hall?
Yeah, so it's open house, so anybody who's around, just come on down. We'll run you through the trucks and give you a little tour of the fire hall and what we do as volunteers. So this month or this year's topic is from 2 ways out. So if you have a house fire, if one exit is blocked, have your second exit point.
Okay.
So that's the point.
Okay. So the theme this week is 2 ways out. So making sure you have 2 exits. If one is blocked, you have the other exit to back up, so you can get out safely. Okay, that's perfect. So, are you going to be pulling the truck out today so you can blow the horn and the siren, or are you keeping that? You are? Okay, good. Okay, everybody needs to know that so the kids can get down there and enjoy a little bit of blowing of the horn and hear the siren go and all that kind of stuff. So that's awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming on and sharing that with us. I got one more question for you. Do you know what's going on with Halloween and the fire department? Are you guys putting on a haunted house there?
Yes, we are.
You are? Okay.
On Sunday and having it ready for Tuesday.
Having it ready for Tuesday. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's great. So Sunday it's going to be built, ready for Tuesday to go. And then I want Alec and I do, of course, Connecting Claresholm. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this show that we do, Connecting Claresholm, but every Friday from 12 to 1, we do this show, and it's just like Good Morning Nanton Live. We promote the community in Claresholm, and something that is going on in Claresholm with their haunted houses.
Yeah, I've got it here if you want.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Let's show them this. What do you guys think of this idea? As far as, are you guys going to do this, or do you think you should do this? Or I'm gonna advocate for you to do this. So, Alec, do you want to talk about it for a second?
Yeah, so what they're doing is we've got a haunted house that goes every year at the community center. The dollar store puts it on. This year they're collecting donations for our skate park, which they're putting together, for like skateboard park. Really cool idea. They're doing a no scare hour for the first hour of the haunted house. So I don't know if you're planning to have people jumping out or you've got zombies roaming around in your haunted house, but the first hour on both days, they're doing a no scare hour for little ones or maybe kids. You've got someone with sensory issues or even just adults who don't want to be frightened out of their tree. So yeah, no scare hour. It's kind of a new thing. And Dave and I both don't like to be scared apparently and think it's a great idea.
Have you ever heard of that idea, Sean? Have you ever heard of the no scare hour for haunted houses?
No.
No,
No,
so this is the first time you're hearing about it because it was the first time we had ever heard about it as well. So it would be really cool. And I'm not sure how many haunted houses we're going to have in Nanton, but I think this whole idea of having 1 hour beforehand where the kids can just walk through if they're too scared to go through a haunted house, and they could just see what you guys put together just for the fun of it, right? I think it's a great idea. I think it's something that should be practiced at every haunted house. So maybe not this year, maybe next year, maybe you guys can talk about it and something that you guys can do as well.
Yeah. Well, and every year when we do our haunted house, if the kids are scared enough, we'll let everybody in the house know.
Yeah.
Then have a firefighter following with a flashlight, brighten the whole thing up, and then they can walk through and nobody jumps out. They can see how it is set up and what's going on all the way to the exit, and the kids enjoy it.
So you've got your own version of it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's great. So that I think that's an important thing to get out there because I think there's a lot of kids and parents who are going, well, I don't want to take them to the haunted house because it's going to be too scary, and then they don't show up because they assume that it's always going to be, you're never going to kind of accommodate the kids that maybe are too scared to go through it. But now that they know that you guys do that kind of thing, and this no scare hour, that concept is really cool too. They can take their kids and enjoy it and know that their kids are going to feel safe. And they're not going to be put on the spot you have to go through and be scared.
Yeah, give kids nightmares and
exactly. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate coming on here, and have fun today with your open house. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so speaking of now, before we get to the other stuff that's going on in Claresholm, I want to also point out and make sure that everybody remembers that we have for Halloween on the 28th, this. Sorry.
Nice.
Thanks.
I was expecting no scare hour right now, and then you went and scared me.
No scare hour. That doesn't exist on this show.
No, it does not. Apparently not.
So anyway, we're going to have, of course, our Halloween dance on the 28th of October. Awesome. So it's going to be this Saturday. We got some more comments that are coming in. Holly is she's just going crazy here. So let's see. I feel safer already. Oh, I love me a good haunted house. Please remember our sensory disorder affected littles. I take my son through and give them a heads up beforehand. Can't wait. I think this is for the dance. Probably both. Can't wait. Bringing my entire family. And then she said she didn't even flinch. Of course she didn't flinch. Right. So, and Garrett actually commented too and saying, "Good morning, Dave. Hope you're feeling better." Well, I don't know if I'm sounding any better, but I feel okay this morning. So that's a good thing.
I think you're on the mend. I think it's a slow process.
I think so. So why don't you tell us more about what's going on in Claresholm there?
Indeed. No, I don't want to. First thing I want to talk about real quick. I don't want to eclipse what's going on your show. Yeah. But look at this. This is happening right now. An actual eclipse. Did you know there's an eclipse today?
You know what? Jason mentioned something about this. And totally forgot. Yeah.
Our good friend Allison McKee, who lives just a couple doors down, she posted this on Facebook while I was getting everything else ready, and she said, "Get your goggles on and go check it out." And right outside the door. That's just a picture with the phone. But if you've got like a welding helmet or something you can look through, there's a pretty cool eclipse happening right now through the fog. So we have a foggy eclipse.
Foggy eclipse.
That's happening in places, I'm sure, other than here in Claresholm. What else we got going on the show? Yesterday, we talked to Carmel Steele. We've had her on the show a few times. She was talking about an event happening tonight at the Claresholm Community Center, Legendary Ladies, with Brenda Lee Cottrell. She's a great singer out of Saskatchewan. She's come across our little border over here to see us in Claresholm. And she does like a musical tribute to like Dolly Parton, and I think she's got Loretta Lynn in there. She's got Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, a whole bunch of singers.
Yeah.
And it's $40 at the door. That also includes some beef on a bun and some dessert from the Lions. That's happening tonight at the Claresholm Community Center. And all those proceeds go to help just keep the thing going. Sometimes we got to buy new light bulbs or paint a wall. And so that helps out a lot. Also, something to keep on our radar. I know we're talking Halloween, but Santa's Gone Loony is an event that's coming up December 1st in conjunction with Old Fashioned Christmas. And that's a really cool thing. So if you've got things around the house that are useful, maybe you've got 2 of something, you've got an extra toaster, you can donate it to Santa's Gone Loony. And then it goes into their shop on Old Fashioned Christmas, and then kids go and shop for mom and dad and brothers and sisters for Looney. So it's a really nice thing. Yeah. And then of course we've got what we were just talking about coming up in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks today, as a matter of fact, the Claresholm Community Center Haunted House. So Saturday, October 28th from 5 to 8, and then on Sunday the 29th from 3 until 6. Treat bags are going to be handed out, and donations are all going to the Claresholm Skate Park, and that's one of our sponsors on the show. The Dollar Store is putting that together.
That's right.
And then lastly, this weekend there is a pro senior rodeo happening. It looks like all weekend at the Agriplex. There's always stuff going on at the Agriplex. You can pretty much guarantee you'll have something to look at over there. We've got like an happy hour happening at the social center today from 5 until 9. That was formerly the senior center, now the social center. Obviously the legendary ladies. There's a Oktoberfest happening in Stavely at 5. It's also Fire Prevention Week here, so the Claresholm Fire Department, they're having an open house today, I believe, from 1 to 3. So same kind of thing. You can go check out the hall, maybe push some buttons in the truck, see if any of the buttons make an applause noise, although I doubt it. And then at the end of all that, there's karaoke.
We have her back on, so she can make the applause noises.
No, the applause noise is nice.
There's the applause.
There we go. And so yeah, lots happening in Claresholm this weekend and in the coming weeks. So, and hopefully Dave just feels better. That's all we really want. If that's all that happens this weekend.
You know what will make me feel better? You know what will make me feel better?
I can't imagine.
Honestly, it will make me feel better
to
talk about junk. That's what will make me feel better. Because
okay.
I want to ask you this question. Do you also have, this is like a Canadian cultural thing. I don't know if it's just Canada or all around the world, but in Canada, we all have a junk drawer. Do you have a junk drawer, Heather?
Oh, I love a junk drawer.
You love a junk drawer.
I love a junk drawer.
Who doesn't love a good junk drawer? Right. So let's bring our Highway 533 band on again, because we've got some junk drawers to show here. And I am actually going to now this is ours. Okay. So that's our junk drawer. And I want you guys to vote here what you think is the best junk. I have no idea what the criteria is. What is the criteria to judge a junk drawer?
I think just mayhem. Like, does it look properly mayhemed? Like, that's pretty good. Now that looks like garbage in there. So is that good for a junk drawer? Is to have it look like garbage? Well, there's mixed materials in there too. It looks like there's construction material as well as
it does. It looks like there's dust in there. So there's and then there's this junk drawer here. That's Melissa's.
Yeah, the junk drawer and a half.
Alec, that's your junk drawer.
Yeah,
you would lose.
Yeah,
you would lose. That is way too organized.
I know.
Way too organized of a junk drawer. Okay, so then we've got Jason's. That's brutal.
Brutal. I like it. What is that?
What is that?
How many USB cords does one person need?
Yeah, and then this is Kurt's junk drawer. So that to me,
excellent.
That's really interesting. Yeah. Yeah. To me, that one. Here's why this one should win.
Why is that?
Because you've got color. You've got lots of color. Lots of mixed applications. You've got everything from more rubber bands than you'll ever need, to things that are useful like the tape measure and the tape. Yeah. Apparently, you don't need to know how to use your Fire Stick. And then there's some miscellaneous stuff underneath. This layered, very nice presentation.
That, in my opinion, that's a good junk drawer. But look, you know what I'm going to do though? What? Sorry, Vanessa. What?
I quite like the screwdriver
Mm,
because the way it was
see.
pointing up, it's one of those things where if you go to open the drawer, it could get caught and you
Yeah.
go
Okay.
the drawer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
right. I mean, like certain things are, or Vanessa, certain things are upside down, which I think is important. It's like there's a real there's care and attention in the lack of care and attention.
Yes.
That's funny, Vanessa, that you bring that up because it brings to the point. It brings to light that you need to have experience having a junk drawer. You need to understand how to properly maneuver a junk drawer. So if you have things that are sticking up like that at the top, then it gets stuck and then you can't.
Shake.
Yeah. Shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got comments that are coming in here like crazy. So Kurt is very proud of his junk drawer. Booyah!
Yeah. I'm
Let's
glad
see.
you're on. Like that's to
Yeah.
hear your junk drawer being praised live is really like the pinnacle of a weekend, is it not?
So our mayor is saying that their parents had a junk drawer, and they swore they would never have one. But now, because we're having a contest that I'm gonna launch it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna launch this contest right now. So because we're having a contest of the best junk drawer, our mayor is going to have to create a junk drawer.
Nice.
And she said she would never have one, but if she wants to win the contest, you're gonna have to have a junk drawer. So Ralph Barnes, he says we have a junk room. No, I'm sorry, Ralph. That's not going to cut it for. So that we don't know what the rules are for this contest, but that's going to be one of the rules. And since I'm in charge of the contest, I just make up whatever rules I want to make up. So we've got Holly here says that is somebody's organized chaos. So yeah, and then Kurt's back on saying have teeth floss sticks in there somewhere too.
Nice.
Is that something you want to have in a junk drawer?
Is there a drum key in there, Kurt? There's got to be a drum key in there.
There's
Amanda-
always- that's
Amanda
right.
Zimmer from Claresholm,
Yeah.
from the local press, says she has several junk drawers. So,
Wow.
and Jennifer commented again, we have a junk garage if that counts. No. Oh, it's
No.
Jeff that's commenting. So Jeff is commenting here under his wife's alias.
Nice.
So he said picks. He's got picks.
Yeah.
So like our picks like that.
Guitar
Yeah.
picks.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I've created the post here. I'm going to go to the post. We've got all those pictures up. I don't know what the prize is going to be. I don't know what the rules are. Who cares? Just give us your best junk drawer pictures. We'll post them, and then we'll have some sort of, way that we judge and figure out. There, it's posted. It's
Nice.
posted. Okay, you
Dave,
guys
can you
all
put up? Can you put up? Was it Kurt, the one that we think is the? I just want to look one more time.
at the junk drawer.
Yeah, just because there was something in there
Let's
that
see.
hold on, I see it. Just a sec.
What is it?
I can see it. Okay, now you can come back to me. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel like it's just.
Oh, you got it. Oh, the guitar pick. I found it. You found the guitar pick. You got it. Okay.
That's amazing. One more time.
Good job. You want to do that again?
Yeah, I can. I think I can. No, back to the other one.
Oh, to Kurt's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's Kurt's.
Holy- yeah. Hold on. I got it. Ta-da!
got screwdriver.
It's
Is that,
getting weird.
that's a second screwdriver.
It's getting
He's got
weird.
more than one screwdriver in there.
Silly
So
man.
this is this is fun.
Yeah, it is.
So picks. He says all the small stuff. I see
Yeah,
falls
falls
to the bottom.
Yeah.
So Kurt's a great example of what your junk drawer should look like. Heather, if you got, what do you think? Your junk drawer, anything like that?
Oh, I love junk. I actually have a junk room as well. It's
You
very
have a-
organized though. Yep. There's a lot of unique ways you can use junk in early education.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
looking at these junk drawers and I'm like, I want to dig through these.
Oh, yes.
I could help people empty their junk drawers for sure.
I think you could tell something about people if you go through the junk drawers.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like an archaeological dig.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of common stuff in people's junk drawers as well. So like the Scotch tape and stuff like that. I think
Yeah.
there's all common stuff that goes in there. But I think if you really dig into people's junk drawers, you can find out a little bit about them. So, but yeah, you might want to be careful.
That's funny.
Into other people's junk drawers. Anyway, send your junk drawer picks in. info@euroradio.ca. Send your picks in for your junk drawer. We will get them. We'll put them on air, and then we'll have some sort of judging contest to figure out who's going to be the winner, and then we'll figure out what you win. I don't know. It might be a guitar from Jason there. I don't know. One
Yeah,
is-
sounds right. That
I don't
sounds totally
think so.
appropriate.
No.
yeah, that's
That
what we
sounds
might give as a prize. So.
That's funny.
Anyway, so that's what's going to happen with that contest. Thank you very much, Alec, for supplying me with a picture of your junk drawer.
Yeah, no
first
problem.
of all, and for coming on and promoting your community. We love having you on here to promote
thank
it.
you.
So thank you
Love
very
it.
much.
All right, folks.
I know you got work to do. You get
I got
out of
work
here,
to do. You got it.
and I will see you next week
You bet,
on
man.
in Claresholm. He doesn't even have to stick around for singing a song, our birthday.
Oh, lucky everybody.
You,
And I hope you feel better, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Yeah,
Right.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's find out though from Heather if she's a singer. So, Heather, are you much of a singer yourself? Because we got birthdays we got to sing. Are you?
Ooh,
You like singing
I
birthdays?
don't know. Maybe I like singing. Doesn't mean you will like listening to me sing.
I've always
Hey,
suggested.
doesn't stop me.
That's right. I've always suggested if you want, you can just lip sync so it looks like you're singing, but then the rest of us will just.
There's no button for that.
There's no button for that.
Okay.
But make sure you hit the applause after we're done singing, though. Okay.
Absolutely.
Do we have 12 birthdays? Let me just check with Amanda. Do we have 12 birthdays today? Do we have 12 birthdays? Well, you got to unmute your microphone so we can
Sorry.
hear you.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, I'm safely parked on the side of the road, waiting
We
to
see
get into the Raffin site for the picking up the do you want to build a scarecrow? But
Okay.
I wanted to pull over for birthdays so that I could participate in it. So yeah, 12 birthdays.
Okay. 12 birthdays. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Through the
Heather, this is the tough
fast.
part. You got to memorize all these birthdays. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's cycle through these. Brad Wickett. Okay. Let's do first names. Carol. We've got, who else do we have? Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's got his birthday. Dirk has got his birthday. Oh goodness. Okay. Let's skip that one. Okay. Oh goodness. Oh, this is why. This is what we're doing. Okay. You know what? Surprise. I have no idea. Okay. So apparently we've got not 12 birthdays. We can cycle through these and have a little fun with them. Good job, Amanda. You surprised me. I had no idea that's what you did. Oh, well, that's what you do when you're hard at work. Okay, so why don't we take care of birthdays here? Vanessa and Jason, lead us off here, and we'll join you for
I think
birthdays.
we're in tune now too.
Are we in tune
Yeah,
now?
I found a tuner.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's do it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Brad.
Carol, Jerry, Dirk, and Dave.
Oh my goodness.
Look how
Get through
cute.
fast enough.
Look
Can't
how
get through
cute.
fast enough. Okay, we're done. Birthday to you. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, happy birthday, everybody. Good job, Heather, on the applause there. Good job. Okay, we should talk to Heather here a little bit about this new business that she's got opening up in town. So it's Artful Mind Studios. Amanda, you're going to go and check out the Scarecrow contest. So we'll get back to you live on location a little bit here. Forgive me again for my voice. I apologize. If I completely crack and can't, then Heather, you could take over
I'll
the
take
show.
over. I'm
You
ready.
take the show for me, okay?
Yeah.
We got lots of birthdays. Look at this. Happy birthday, Dave. Happy birthday, Dave. What's this? Do the Buckshot birthday song. We do it. And then we've got more happy birthday, Jerry. And yes, so lots of happy birthdays coming in. Okay, let's talk about this. You've got a business now, and I thought it was really fitting when you're coming into the studio. I overheard you say that you made time to do it because you just have to make time to get this stuff done. And when it's a priority, Artful Mind Studios, why don't you give us a little history on this? You said that there's never a right time to do this stuff. You try to find the right time. And it's the same with us. There's never a right time. We just try to do our best to get stuff done. And when it's a priority, you do it. So Artful Mind Studios, this is your business. Give us a little history on how this came about.
Yeah, well, I'm an artist and an early educator and an art therapy student. And I'm just really passionate about having a place for creative experiences for early learners and just really honoring the artistic process. So I've worked outside of Nanton for quite some time, and yeah, I was just ready to get settled and build relationship with families and children in my community, because like this is where I feel most at home. And yeah, I'm really passionate about bringing this to Nanton. And like I said, there was no right time, so I'm just jumping in and learning as I go.
And what have you learned so far as you're going along with building a business in Nanton?
That I have millions of ideas, and I need to learn how to be a bit more direct and just start low and slow, and I'll get there. Like I've got big ideas, these big long-term plans, but nothing's going to get started if I don't do those little baby steps to kind of get going. So
yeah, that's so what I find is really interesting is that Amanda, who, let's see if she's here for a second here. Amanda.
Hi.
So I'm going to talk about you for a second, okay? Oh, you're over there getting the scarecrows ready to go.
Yeah, we're here getting the scarecrow stuff.
Okay, so we were just talking about Heather's one of Heather's challenges in starting a new business like Artful Mind Studios. She's got a million ideas, and she's got to just kind of rein herself in and focus on getting a couple done, so that you can take those steps and move forward. Does that sound familiar to you, Amanda?
Yeah, if you need to call me, Heather, I'm really good at that. To do that for somebody else. Because somebody in my household is the same way, and you need somebody who can be like, no, we have 14 other things we're working on right now. We don't need to do that. So.
Right. Exactly. So that sounded very familiar. I think a lot of business owners probably go through the same thing. And I'm very fortunate that Amanda and I really complement each other, because I am the ideas guy. I want, I've got a million ideas going through my head. What should we focus on? And Amanda is the one who kind of puts me in my place and says, look, let's focus on these 3 ideas, get those done, and then we can go on to the other, the next few ideas that you got.
Good advice.
The 14 ideas. Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, no, it sounds very, very familiar as a business owner. Something that a lot of business owners probably go through. And what exactly are you doing there, Amanda?
I had, I carry this with me everywhere, so I thought I would just, display it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So this is one of those projects, right? So one of those projects we were talking about. That was taken on was the 2023, which will now soon be the 2024 Nanton Big Business Mini Directory for Nanton. So we're going to have Heather's business in here now that she's got her business. So that will be in here as well. And that's one of those ideas. But what kind of ideas, now that you talk about, I've got all these ideas. Let's get down to what the ideas are that you've got that you're working on right now that people can look forward to in your business.
So right now I'm offering 2 specific classes. So I have kind of just a stay and play, which is during the day and early afternoon, 2 to 3 days a week. I have my schedule posted on my website. And this is just unique early learning experiences, open studio time, think like sensory play, all those things you don't want to have in your living room, but are just so beneficial for kids. And I also have scheduled art classes. And these are just weekly classes that are more of a deep dive into process art. There'll be individual and collaborative art projects, and it's a little bit more intentional in the experience. And it's really just built to challenge children, build creative thinking, introduce new mediums, new art, and just sort of work at being comfortable in the unknowing, problem solving, and building those social emotional skills. So, that's where I'm starting.
So this is where you're starting. Like you said, you've got a million ideas, but you got to start with a couple things. So that's what you're going to focus on, right? Mm-hmm. And what is it about your studio that is unique from maybe other studios that are maybe similar to yours?
Well, traditionally, not all, but a lot of art classes are that sort of that step-by-step paint by numbers structure, and everyone's sort of working together to a specific outcome. So these ones are more process orientated. So it's, like in the week class, I do have a little bit more structure, but it's really just working through the materials, through creative ideas, and like sort of scaffolding the experience. Yeah. So it's a lot of like curiosity, exploration, and sort of just seeing where where the project goes.
Cool. So we just had a comment here from Ralph, who says, "Great idea."
Thanks, Ralph.
Yeah. So this show is always a great show to boost the ego. So when you're talking, you can even give yourself applause, or when you give it, give yourself some applause there, right? So I think that's a great idea. I love this idea. So have you got a location in Nanton here that's in downtown, or is
No,
it
it's in-house right now. The
It's in
big
the house, right?
plans, but right now, yeah, this is where the studio, it's sort of my lab, I'm calling it. And that's where I'm sort of building it up.
So just like us then.
Yeah.
So, our studio, we run the radio station, we run it right out of the garage, was just turned into, that doesn't look like a garage anymore though, does it?
No, this is very inspiring. I'm
Yeah,
inspired.
good.
I love it.
That's awesome. So that's what we tried to build, is an inspiring space for people to come and promote what they're doing in Nanton so we could support you. And that's what our idea is. But we're doing it out of our business. We have plans too that in the future, as it grows, we want to move it out too. And we want to get it somewhere else, maybe right on Main Street, so that everybody could see the radio station promoted right on Main Street. And you're going to have that goal as well.
We'll be neighbors.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be neighbors. Yeah. So, but again, you've got to start, small with a few ideas, get those off the ground, get them running. So your primary demographic then is it right to say that they're kids?
Yeah. So ages 3 to 17.
3 to 17.
Yeah, the classes are broke up based on age groups. So during the day is really sort of centered around that preschool age.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I've got teen classes, youth classes. But I am potentially doing adult classes. I have been asked a few times. They are coming.
Perfect. No, that's awesome. And then you've got, and I'm just gonna, because Amanda is kind of just sitting there biding her time, I think. I know. Sorry, Amanda. I know you're sitting there kind of trying to bide your time and looking nice for us. Kurt Seeley just popped on, and Kurt, we can always rely on Kurt for a good laugh. I'm more of a MacGyver kind of guy, not so much an artist. I even flunked the paint by number sessions. Laugh out loud.
Process art is for the MacGyvers. That's
Is it?
That's it. That's
So
I love that. I'm going to steal that.
So, Kurt, you just brought up a good point. You contributed in a positive way to our conversation here. So thank you very much. But what's really cool is this whole junk drawer idea, too. You said you could find a lot of ideas that are art related just from junk drawers, right?
Yeah, specifically for the process art, like sculpture, building things into paint. You never know where you're going to go. And for early learning experiences, I deal a lot with loose parts. And those are, essentially, developmentally appropriate loose junk drawers. And children, they, dive in there, and it really just opens up the possibilities for development and learning, and really prolongs the learning experience. Just in my experience, you have those toys that have, one in, one out, and how you use it. Mm-hmm. And you get sort of that junk loose part mentality, and it completely changes how children play, and just sort of builds that sustained attention and sustained curiosity rather than just sort of excitement and bells and whistles. So yeah, it's just really, really beneficial from a developmental perspective.
So I'm going to mention right now, because we don't have a lot of time on the show. Now, there's a lot of people who watch the show through the week as well. So not everybody watches live. Some people watch through the week. And if we get some comments through the week, then we'll make sure that we enter them in, because you have decided that you are going to give away a prize. Mm-hmm. So we don't often have prizes on the show, but this is very special. Free registration for an art class, 4 classes, $60 value for 5 to 7 years, and $80 for 8 years and up. So do you want to explain a little bit about this? And I just want to let everybody know, whoever's watching, if you're watching now live, or if you're watching down the road, then just comment, say you'd love to win the prize, and then we'll make sure that we enter you in, and we'll select the name. But tell us a little bit more about what people are entering in for.
Yeah, so this, for the 4 classes, so this would be free registration for, I just put both on there because it doesn't matter what age your child is. We'll make sure you get a free registration, and you can either use it for 4 drop-in classes, or to be signed up for my monthly class that has 4 classes on Tuesday nights or Saturdays.
Right. Okay. And Ralph says stimulates imagination.
Absolutely.
You know what else stimulates imagination is when you go down to Raffin Transit Mix and you pick up a Scarecrow kit.
Right.
So this is also Heather, is this something that this is the kind of stuff, right, that really stimulates kids, And
Oh yeah, absolutely. And builds community. Like I love collaborative community projects. It's
Yeah.
it's so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the arts. Obviously, I'm in the arts. I love the arts. I support the arts. I think they're very vitally important to our culture. Amanda, what did we watch last night that was so very important to our culture and our generation?
We watched the Mr. Dress Up special.
Yeah.
So on Prime, there's this new documentary of sorts about Mr. Dress Up, who was iconic for over 30 years in for kids to learn, and just a really special human being that he was. So it was really cool, and we cried from the first minute
We
to
were
the
blubbering,
last.
we were a blubbering mess. We were a blubbering mess watching that documentary. Mr. Dress Up, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, all of those
Yeah,
TV shows were vital to
all
developing.
about creativity and just for kids. It was like Mr. Dress Up would draw on the program, and the dressing up component. I think it's amazing, and a lot of actors that they interviewed said they always think of that when they put on a costume, of watching Mr. Dress Up and how that impacted them and who they are. So it was very, very cool.
Yeah, I'm trying not to become a blubbering mess again. But yes, Kurt, Casey, and Finnegan were a very big part of that documentary last night. The woman who, let's see, sorry I missed the cost for the class for the kids. Okay, I'll let you know, Lee, in a second here. I can ask Heather to cover that again. This was the big thing, was his tickle trunk. His tickle trunk was his junk drawer.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he always had something different come out of it, and it inspired imagination. And it was such an important part of our childhoods and developing who we are today. And anybody who has ever experienced any of these shows, from Mr. Rogers to Mr. Dress Up to Sesame Street and all of those shows that we had as kids, grow up learning from that. You know how important the arts are. So if you know how important those shows are and how much they affected your life, then Heather and what she's doing at Artful Mind Studios is brutally important. And you need to let people know that this is what's going on. And I'm so passionate about this stuff and things like what the Children's Society is doing. And
Yeah.
Amanda's down at Raffin right now. And we're going to, now, do we have anybody here that we could talk to? I know they're probably pretty busy getting everything ready. Absolutely, Kurt. We had a Friendly Giant as well. This stuff is so important, and it means a lot. You get to my age, and we're a blubbering mess crying because we know how much it impacted our lives in the positive. So we've got Rhonda there. Why don't we go up and just take a quick talk to
May
Rhonda.
I interrupt you guys for 1 second?
Okay,
1 second.
so Rhonda can explain to us, our audience, what's going on here at Raffin Transit Mix, and kind of give a little show of what's on the table there. So Rhonda, do you want to give us?
Rhonda, can somebody give us a breakdown of what you guys are doing, what people are going to do with their Scarecrow kit, and what it's all for?
Awesome.
Go for it.
So we have Do You Want to Build a Scarecrow? The 4th annual edition. So we have garments of clothes on the table here for you to choose from. We have pants, we have some hats, we have some coveralls, pardon me, if you want to do that instead of a shirt and pants. And then we have shirts and sweaters, so long sleeve garments. And then once you've picked out your Scarecrow's outfit, we also have straw to provide for you so that you can stuff your Scarecrow, tie up the legs and the sleeves, and then take it home and make it your own creation.
And how many kits are still available?
8.
8? So people
8.
could still come down and pick up their kit?
Yeah, but if you're going to be a late applicant, we'd prefer you be here before 1 o'clock.
Okay, perfect.
We heard that.
1 o'clock, we're going to contact those that have not arrived and ask them to please come because it's not particularly warm out.
Yeah, it's a little brisk.
So for those that did sign up, please come down, get your stuff.
And
We'll help you stuff it.
Where are we? We're at the
Raffin
Transit Mix site, so just on the corner of 26th and something. 23rd. 26th and something.
I don't know the address. We are at the north end of 26th Avenue.
Just just behind the North End Esso.
That's right. Just before or just after the North End Esso. So come on down, pick up your stuff, And these are other members of the Children's Society. Is that correct? Hello. Thank you for being here. And what is the Children's Society focusing on doing? What do they do?
We are a family-based group. We want to create opportunities for kids and their parents to do activities in our community.
That's right.
So part of it is through doing fun activities. The other side of us is helping to fundraise for the various playgrounds in town.
Awesome. I think our Scarecrow is still up from last year, so we'll have to submit that. Try and win again.
Your Scarecrow should get a costume change.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A costume change. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prizes are only eligible for those that create new Scarecrows. So if you want to be eligible, you need to
do something
update.
different. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fair.
okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't disagree with that. So, okay. Thank you very much, Rhonda. That's the Nanton Children's Society putting on the Scarecrow building contest. So they're going to be, I believe, Amanda, do you want to just quickly ask about how it's judged and the map and stuff, how that's working this year?
Oh, sure. Rhonda?
There is a Google map, but we've asked all of our participants to submit photos of their Scarecrows. So there will be online judging. But we do invite you to go out and drive around and see them in town, because a lot of times they're a bit more intricate than what a photo can show you. So that's that. And then it'll be a simple judging best top three. So best loved, that'll be how it is. Everybody just put forth your best Scarecrow, and whoever gets the most votes will come in first, second, and third.
And there's prizes?
Prizes to be won.
Awesome. Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Can you ask Rhonda if she's got a junk drawer? We need a picture of it.
Do you have a junk drawer, Rhonda?
My dresser.
Is his dresser?
Yes.
His
No.
entire room.
I've worked very hard to not have a junk drawer.
Really?
Oh, we need junk drawers
You
though.
have a junk drawer.
And you have a junk
I
drawer
know.
upstairs. Remember on the top?
We need junk drawers
We
Now-
have kids
or
on-
junk drawers. Junk drawer, junk drawer, junk drawer, junk drawer.
Junky junk drawer.
You guys can make a
kids
band.
junk. That's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't have a
I
junk
have like electronic junk.
He collects electronic junk.
Yeah.
So
All
you
right,
can
well-
submit a picture of your junk drawer.
I need to go home for that. We didn't get a picture.
Oh yeah,
You can do it later. You can do it later. Okay, thank you very much, Rhonda, and everybody else who's volunteering for the Nanton Children's Society and putting this on. This is a great competition here. Great for the kids to be able to build something, and the adults. I know the adults love to get involved in this kind of stuff too. So,
Yeah.
and where'd they get their ideas from? Mr. Dress Up.
Oh, Rhonda says they're also accepting hot chocolate. So if you're coming down to get your kit, feel free to
Bring some hot chocolate. Okay, guys, take hot chocolate down to everybody down there at the Children's Society. Okay, take some hot chocolate to them. Show some appreciation. Thank you very much. Thanks, Amanda. Doing live on location again today. Okay, Amanda, while we've got you on here, why don't we break into a little bit of the classic Nanton breaking news? I'll have to bring my guitar player in here, of course. So let's do this. Ready? It's time for Classic Nanton Breaking News with Amanda. Okay, good. We've got it. Okay, so what's the Classic Nanton Breaking News today?
So this was the news from October 14th, 1920. And in the bottom right-hand side, there's a tiny little article that talks about the World Series winners, which was Cleveland, and they beat the Brooklyn Dodgers for the baseball championship. And we just finished watching, it's not the end of the baseball finals happening right now, but our two teams are gone, and so we'll see what happens. But I thought it was cool that Nanton had an article about the World Series against Cleveland and Brooklyn.
Cool. Covering the Nanton News, covering some world sports there. That is pretty cool. So that was your Classic Nanton breaking news right here on Good Morning Nanton Live. And yeah, you're a little slow there, Jason, but that's okay. You caught up. Okay, good. Okay, well, we want to thank our sponsor, of course, for the show as well. So G&JD Construction, want to thank them very much for supporting us, as they are a family-owned and operated company and have been providing general contracting services for over 43 years. They cater to the construction needs of residential and commercial clients in Nanton, Claresholm, High River, Southern Alberta, and surrounding areas. They specialize in renovations, commercial builds, and concrete delivery and installations. The company has been run by the family for 3 generations and are proud to be part of the local commercial and residential community in Nanton, serving southern Alberta. So my voice is kind of holding up here for the show. We've got 2 more things we got to cover here before we go. One of those things, of course, is that we need to make sure everybody knows that we've got the karaoke coming up. So karaoke at the Wagon Wheel Pub, that's happening on October 17th. And Wagon Wheel Pub is also a supporter of the show, Nanton's Good Time, Feel Good Place. So come out for some karaoke fun. I also wanted to make sure that everybody is well aware that we have, this is another one of our projects, Welcome to Nanton bag. So I've got a Welcome to Nanton bag right here in the house with me. So take a look at that right there. Look at that Welcome to Nanton bag. You want to see what's inside those Welcome to Nanton bags? This is what it looks like. Look at all this stuff. And it's growing. We've got more stuff that's coming in. So we got a lot of stuff in here that will promote our community to anybody who's new in town. So if you know anybody, make sure you get that information over to us at the Nanton Community Broadcasting Association so we can support the new people that move to town and support them by promoting all of our businesses, service groups, and the events that are happening, including this show right here, Good Morning Nanton Live. And we also have one other thing we wanted to talk about. Amanda, do you want to talk about this right here? No excuse. We've got information about what's going on in our community. Where can you get it?
That's right. You can get it from the top of the hour news on euroradio.ca and also on our website at euroradio.ca. And you can see all the local events that are happening in Nanton from
Hi.
It's probably like what, two weeks out that you can have a look once you've tuned into the radio station. There we go. You can check out our events calendar. And it's got, like, today, the Want to Build a Scarecrow. There's also Meet the Artist happening at the library today, and so many other different things. So you can check it out. If you're interested, you can click on it for more information. You can add that information to your calendar. You can email it to a friend. You can have all the information in one place. So no excuses. You can tune in or you can check out the event calendar. And if you have an event, either a business or a service group, you can send it to us on the website. There's got a PSA form, and fill out that information and we'll get it on the calendar for you.
Actually, let me show that. So now there's a couple things I want to show. So these are some of the things that are happening. So if we were to go to, let's see, if you're interested in the cardio kickboxing, you just click on that. And then it brings this up. And then what can you do there, Amanda?
So you can add it to your calendar, your Outlook, Google, or I don't know what else. So you can click on that. Or if you scroll down even further, you can get a map to where it's at. Or you can email to a friend or copy the link. So if you want to set yourself a reminder or whatever you want to do, it adds into your calendar really quickly and easily. So you will not forget that day is cardio kickboxing.
Yeah. And we've got a promotional checklist on our website. You guys really need to check out the website. It's got a lot of really cool tools to help you guys with everything. That's our PSA form right there. You click the PSA form and then we'll record that and we'll make sure it's on the radio station promoting whatever you're doing. So that this here is for everybody to use the website calendar, and the PSA form is for our service groups and our volunteers to use as well. So there you go. That is what's going on. I'm going to cough for a second.
Poor dear.
So trying to get better here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get better.
Time to wrap up, Dave. Too much.
Trying to wrap up. I want to thank our guests who came on the show today. So make sure you guys go to the social media, Artful Mind Studio. Thank you very much to Heather for coming on and kind of promoting what she's doing, which I think is extremely important for our community. So let's support her. Let's make sure she has a great success with it. So we've got that is your Instagram, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have your Facebook page as well. So make sure you get to the Facebook page and send her messages. You accept messages there? You'll take messages?
Absolutely. Messages, emails, just reach out with anything.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's the show for today. I'm going to try to get better for next week. Have a great one, everybody, and we'll see you next week on Good Morning Nanton Live. Take it away, Highway 533 Band.
Don't tell me the reason that you're calling is to see if I'm alright since you've been gone. 'Cause I know you and I know why we're talking. You're wanting me to say I'm barely hanging on. Well, maybe that was true for a night or two, but now I got better things to do. I could wash my car in the rain, change my new guitar strings, mow the yard just the same as I did yesterday. I don't need to waste my time crying over you. I got better things to do. Maybe when I don't have so much going, or quite so many irons in the fire, I'll take the time to miss you like you're hoping. But now I can't put forth the effort it requires. Well, I'd love to talk to you, but then I'd miss Donahue. That's right, I've got better things to do. I could wash my car in the rain, change my new guitar strings, mow the yard just the same as I did yesterday. I don't need to waste my time crying over you. I got better things to do. Check the air in my tires, straighten my stereo wires, count the stars in the sky, or just get on with my life. I don't need to waste my time crying over you. I've got better things to do. I've got better things to do. Yeah.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.